little bit about TNT. So hello YouTube, I'm Bruna and I'm going to be the hostess today. This is Talk and Talk, platform where we come to communicate in English, Spanish, French, and Italian and German. It's a safe place. We're not here to correct one each other, just to practice. This is not a class, it's just an immersion. So we're going to speak in English 100% of the time. There isn't anybody here to teach or to correct you. As I said, there isn't any homework either, just a talk. We have some questions to guide the conversation. I'm going to split us in the breakout room now. We are going live right now, and most part of the immersions are live. So I think that's it. Let me see. I'm going to split us right now in the breakout room. Please choose someone. This person is going to guide the conversation and make sure everybody is going to have the chance to talk a little bit. And I think that's it. I will just ask a second because I'm splitting us in the rooms. Please, guys, in the breakout room, if you have any problem, there is a button called Ask for Help, so you can just ask for help. Click there, and I can go there to help you. Okay, let me just change something here in the settings. The rooms, and send someone to another room. We're going to have some rooms with 4 people. So please, if someone leaves, just or maybe I can do it like this. Let me see. We just organize stuff. Okay, 3 people in the main room with me, and the other ones are going to the breakout room. I will send the questions again. Here they are. I really hope you enjoyed the conversation, and see you at around 9:50. I'll bring everyone back. Okay, thank you so much. Let's go. If me. So let's start introducing ourselves. Nondas, can you start, please?
Yeah, sure. Hello everyone. I'm Nondas. I'm from Brasilia. It's a cold day here today. I have a dog. I have some books, and I need to read more. I try to read more, and I work as a personal training, and I love forró.
Great.
That's all.
Very good. You know what? I was talking to Philip this week, and he told me I should introduce myself in a way that I could express who I am better. But it's really like talking about ourselves is so complicated, right? And I always say the same stuff, like, I don't know, I am 27, I live in São Paulo with my family. Actually, I don't know a lot what to say, but maybe today I can share with you. I've been here on Talk and Talk since September, and I started attending the meetings because I was working, and I'm still working as a teacher, but I felt I needed to practice more my English, and now I'm on a journey to learn Spanish too, so it's been a real struggle. It's not easy at all, but every child, every day is a new challenge, and I'm really enjoying this moment. Tayani, what about you? Tay, can you introduce yourself? And if you want to share like something you've never shared, it
will... First, you are a little bit it's I think your internet is not very good today. But okay. Hello guys, I'm Tayani. I'm from Salvador. I am a software developer, and I have 2 cats, but I live with 4. I don't know how much tell about me. My cat. And I just want to say, Nondas, I love the way you talk. I don't know how to say sotaque. Pronounce. I love your pronounce. Accent. I love your accent. And that's it.
That's
Thank you so much.
Very good. Karina, and you?
Hi guys, Karina from Recife, the northwest of Brazil. I'm 44. I'm working with technology the last 10 years. I'm here happy to practice and learn with you the point of view about this subject. I think it's very important. That's it.
Yes. Yeah, the video was like strong, right? Like strong message. But I think the questions are going to be a little bit lighter. Let's see. Let's start with the first question. What does silence mean to you, and how do you feel in silent moments? Time. Your turn.
Well, I feel a little awkward because I'm a talkative person. I'm always talking, always talking. And I have a difficult to not talking and just listening, but I'm treating it also in therapy, but in some moments. But I think it's when you can still in silence, like in meditation, is very important, and I'm trying to do that too.
Very good. Yes, and it's difficult because just like you, I'm really talkative. So when I find a gap, a silence, I just want to feel it. I just want to say something and not make it happen. I want to like literally feel that gap, that space. So, but at the same time, I think when I'm now that I'm getting older, I think I'm trying to see silence in a different way. I feel sometimes it's important just to listen, to be in silence for a while. Just like you said, both are important, saying but also listening, right? It's part of the process. Nondas, how do you see it? How do you feel in silent moments?
For me, I love silence. I really love silence, and it's a good moment for me. Normally, when I am sad, I have silence moments. It's good because normally I make some jokes about this because I normally I say that I'm in a meeting with myself and I'm a little reflexive and thinking or calm. For me, silence mean calm and peace and things like that. And I really love, but it's depend on the situation. Sometimes silence means a bad situation or something happened and I didn't like or things like that. But in general, silence mean for me calm.
Great. Yeah, very good. And you, Karina?
So I think that the silence sometimes is like an answer for your thoughts or doubts. I feel that depend of situation can be positive or negative. But it's a great in moments, important moments. Every day you reserve free time to be silent with you.
Very good. Yes, I agree with you. It's important. And Nonda said something about some moments that silence can be not so nice. So what is the danger of silence? When can it be uncomfortable? Nondas.
Normally, there's some situations where silence walk together with fear, and this is not good situation because sometimes we don't talk because we are afraid with the situation and we shocked, we don't know how we can answer. So it's maybe this is not good situation about silence and danger situation. And another situation where it's not good, it's about how can I say, shy or uncomfortable situation. So for me, this is the point about silence. When you don't feel good to say anything because you are afraid or because you are reflexive and kind of afraid, worried about something, and it's not good.
Yes, totally agree with you. It's I think it's complicated, because if you're not saying anything because you're in danger or because you don't know how to react, I think it can be really uncomfortable. Uh, just like the guy said on the video, from my point of view, it's totally related to fear, to being insecure, to just being afraid of the situation. So I totally go with you. I think this is the danger, not being able to say anything because you're afraid, because you don't know what to say. Oh, it's hard. What do you think, Karina?
I agree with you, Bruna, and Nondas, that, for example, only example, if my family or friends is an uncomfortable situation, it's a negative situation, and when you are dealing with it, is so uncomfortable, the silence. I have experienced this. I think all this I have experienced.
Share with us.
No, I prefer no.
It's better not. Okay, not to expose anyone.
No, YouTube, no.
No problem. It's okay. What about you, Tai? What do you think is the danger of silence? Like when you feel uncomfortable in silence, please. In silence.
Well, I agree with you guys, and I have a point. I think it's have a phrase that say, "What freaked me out? It's the silence of the goods." So thank you for another. Have situations when injustice situations when we just see something bad happen and we just silence because or did not hurt us, or we just don't care, but we know it's something wrong. I think that the situation that is very dangerous, and it's happened a lot, and it is it really makes me uncomfortable. I'm a person, how I said, I am very talkative, so I did not be silent in the situation. I used to talk a lot and to scream and freak out, but in some levels I think the most danger of the silence is that when you see a situation for racist or transphobic or anything like that, and you just, oh, okay, I'm not gay, I'm not trans, I'm not a black person, I'm not that, it's not my, it's not me will resolve, and I just be quiet. And I think it's a very, very danger.
Yes, and this is point. And I was last week, I think on Tuesday, we were talking about racism and this stuff, and what is the not the solution, but a way to solve it, And I kind of said this, but I thought about it a lot, because when we don't say anything, like when we see it mainly in our family or among friends, and we just keep silence, it means we are supporting what the person said, right? So I will kind of change a little bit the question, and I want to ask you if you have already experienced this, if you have already faced racism or transphobia, homophobia, or any type of phobia, and share with us if you didn't react, like how can we face this silence, when it's among people we like sometimes our friends, or sometimes on the street you are afraid and you don't know how to react. Like last week or 2 weeks ago, I was on the subway, and a girl started shouting, "Go back to Bahia, go back to Bahia. It's São Paulo. This is not your place. Go back to your city." And I was like, gosh, I was really afraid because she was like screaming, shouting, and I just didn't say anything, but I felt that I should have said something, but I didn't know her. She was screaming like out loud, and I just didn't know what to say. So how can we overcome this fear too and speak, Karina? I don't know if I froze.
You're talking and your image frozen. I can't hear your question. Can't hear your question.
Okay, I will turn my camera on.
Oh,
I don't know if it gets better, but just to ask you, how can we react in these situations? When we face some homophobia or any type of prejudice or
Yeah.
against other people, how can we react?
I think that we in this situation we need to react, and a lot of situations of discrimination. We don't agree if when we need to talk to not how can I say permission that did not happen again, and respect it for me is everything. Okay, if you not agree, okay, but respect it is important. And all the situation, but I'm in northwest of Brazil. I'm in Nordestina, and I grow in the northwest. And I think that when you said, Bruno, about the Bahia or something in the south of Brazil, have a discrimination. People we born in northwest because our accent, and I think that my husband live in São Paulo, and his teacher have a discrimination with her accent. So I think that all discrimination for me, discrimination is if people have no, how can I say, karate. I think that we need to respect all the people because we are human, and we it's not the discrimination about the people because we are parents, because your choice. I think that's so sad. But I think that we will fall and fight this. We need to talk about this to not permission the people react with us in this situation. Discrimination is so sad, so sad.
Yes, couldn't agree more. Yeah. What do you think about it, Nondas? Thank you so much, Karina, for sharing. And I'm sorry for your husband. It's terrible. Yeah, and it's common. Unfortunately, it's really common.
And for me, it's a little hard to answer because it's a very delicate subject, and it makes me feel uncomfortable. But it's hard. It's hard. Normally, the violence is not the answer. Violence is the question. The answer is yes. I'm joking, but it's hard. It's hard to answer, and thankfully, it never happened with me or with my. I never lived this in person, but I have no idea how I can handle with this, sincerely, because I have no idea. Normally I'm a calm person, but in front of this kind of situation. I don't know how I can answer, but it's hard. It's very hard. It's very delicate, and sometimes we can frozen as like you or film. It's very used and record the person, and maybe after try to do something or to make a review and the policy or things like that. But I don't know. I really don't know. It happened in when I was more young, with my friends and making jokes about this kind of subject. But I was more. I didn't have conscience about, So when we are adolescent and special, we don't know about this subject. We don't understand in a good way if we don't live this. So normally with my friends or the people around me, I try to question about this. For example, someone make jokes and I didn't understand. You can explain. Normally the person don't know how can answer. So it's a good way. But as like you, I don't know, in person, this kind of prejudice, I don't know how I can answer. Yeah.
Yeah. Very good. Yeah. You said something nice about questioning, like, I didn't understand you. Can you say it again? Or like, what did you mean? It's a good way. It's a good way. I would like to add something. Go ahead. Your turn.
I have not different to add. Just I think because depends, right? This kind of violence happens in a lot of different ways. So I don't know what I will do if this happens to me personally, because I'm not emotionally equilibrated person. I am a little bit freaky, but recently happened to me a situation that I work as a teacher, and where I work, it's online school. We have a class of the diversity and inclusion, because a lot of students and teachers, persons are diverse. I don't know how to say it, but yeah. And last week came a new class, new turma, and the class we were live on YouTube, and I was moderating the chat. And the guys started to do joking with the subject, and jokes that really bothered me. But I was in the school account, so I am the school account, and I was what I'm doing now, and I absolutely do nothing, right? In some question I asked the better way possible, but the joke itself, I did not. I didn't say anything. After, I printed and shared with the guys, obviously, and they asked me if I did something, if I say something, and I say no, because I don't know what to say. I don't know if I could say it's something. Even the jokes was not for me. I'm kind of diversity, but it hurt me. And if I was to answer back, I will freak out, and I just choose not. I choose not. But after in our meeting, I was, okay, what will you do? okay, I will see they joke, and we as school, what are you do now? And we talk it, and I say to everyone, I will ask for the solution until the solution came. Right? I will not allow this to forget.
Mhm.
Will not forget, because that really a lot of times always happens.
Mhm.
The jokes and the violence always start with the jokes.
Yeah.
Sometimes finish with the violence, physical violence, but always start with the jokes, and the jokes hurts too.
Jokes,
Right.
which are not jokes, right? Like they are violence, actually, right? Yeah.
Yes.
They are like violence, but they are hidden as if they were jokes. Which is worse, I think, because you're joking, but actually it's not nice, but you're doing it anyways, right? Like these guys, like, probably they knew it wasn't nice, but they did it anyways, right? Not easy.
Sometimes they use your words just to hurt.
Yeah.
They know.
Mhm.
They know if it's someone talking to them, they will not like, but they use these words anyway. So
Yeah.
anyway, so just to finish, I think when you practice this in a work or a place, you could not do something, you can leave or levar para alguém, to somebody, to you resolve. And okay, how do you resolve? I will just sing, just not to forget.
Yeah, very good. Totally agree with you. Thank you so much for sharing. That's really important. And I think not next week, but the other one, I will bring this topic about diversity at the workplace. So you guys are more than welcome to discuss a little bit about it too. Well, and in the beginning of the meeting, Tayani was saying that she doesn't like being silent a lot because she's really talkative. So I want to skip to number 6. Do you have patience to be in silence when other people are talking? When someone speaks slowly or stutter, do you try to complete their words? Karina. Something
So,
lighter now, not that heavy, a light question.
yes. So I learned that before. I've talking a lot of when people talking, I talking, and I don't know, talking up, I think. But I love to observe the people, to listen more, because it's important, because when you say something that the people not think something that you think, I don't know, but I observe the people. I have a patience for listen, but it depends the situation. If the people have some help or not forget something, I can complete in her talking. Okay, but at the moment, I learned to be more patient.
Yes, and I think talk and talk helps a lot, because we have to give this space for other people to talk. And as a host, you need to exercise this all the time, to identify if the person is still, like, if they still want to say something, or if they want to add something else. It's an exercise, it's not easy.
Something, the meditation and study about not spiritism but spirituality and meditation helped me a lot. I think that I'm a different person than 5 or 10 years ago.
That's good. Very good. I will put it into my list. Thank you, Karina, for sharing with us. Yeah, it's not easy. No, doesn't you?
To be honest, I'm trying, because it's not easy for me. I became a faster person, and when someone talk slowly, it very hard for me to listen and don't complete the idea, and it's hard for me. It's hard for me. But now I'm trying to listen more and to pay more attention and to be silent and just listen and then complete or talk and to have a dialogue, a normal dialogue. But I don't know, but maybe because of the videos when we watching in a faster mode and WhatsApp audios and things like that, we we accustomate with this, so it's a little bit hard for me, but I'm trying.
Yes, not easy at all, not easy. We live in this fast mode, right? So we want things to be really fast. But I would just share a tip here for YouTube and for you guys, because I stutter, and of course nowadays, after some years, no, not 1 year of therapy, and after going to college and learning more about stuttering, I think it's really important to share with you, if someone is stuttering, we can't complete, because the person will feel really uncomfortable. So if you see someone stuttering, if you don't know what stutter is, like, or if someone does this, don't complete, like, give them their time to say what they want, because it's not easy to stutter. And, like, can you imagine if someone is always completing you and they don't let you speak using your own words? It's bad. So it's just a tip here. I don't have a lot of patience too, but since I stutter, I'm learning how to be more patient with me and with other people too. It's I need to work it on me too. Tai, what about you? You kind of said it in the beginning, but do you have patience? Is it getting better?
This is kind of my process do try to be in silence when other people are talking, because I my mind. So sometimes when I am here, the people are talking and they stop to think. I am here. The word is that. The word is that. My mind is not. It's harder for me, and I don't know. I'm a hyperactive person too, and sometimes when the people is talking slowly, I have anxiety, anxious. I don't know how to say.
Anxiety. Sorry, I'm sorry. Anxiety.
Excited, and my mind. Sometimes when I'm talking with somebody and the person is talking slowly, my mind go there and go back and go there and go back. And when they finish, I did not remember what they are talking the first moment, for example. And I'm just, nice, very, very cool. And praying to not be a question.
Yeah.
Because but this is really my process, because like I said, I'm a teacher, and it happens to me sometimes when somebody was asking me a question, because I am a person who talks a lot. Did you guys see that? And some people are just like me, and they have a question and they put the question into a story, and I cannot concentrate in the whole phrase.
Yeah.
And sometimes the people ask me something, but my mind just go another place and go back, and I don't know what the people asking me. I am just, okay, class, Class, help me, class. Who wants to ask? Who wants to answer the colleague? Come on, class. Let's participate with me. Normally, the people don't connect it. That I do not understand. The people think I'm just put everybody to participate. It's really nice, but that's it.
This is really nice because there is I'm not evaluating you or something, but I told you guys I stutter, but there is something else I have. It's called cluttering. So this means my mind works faster than my mouth, and sometimes but it's serious now. If you want to go to a therapist, like to a speech therapist, they can help you with that, because my mind thinks faster, so I can't speak. And when I'm telling a story, it gets totally disconnected because my mind is too quick. So this is bad. I feel you, but maybe it's important just to slow down, and try to breathe and to think and to organize the ideas. I feel you. It's bad. Yeah. Oh gosh. Let me see, guys. Maybe we have time for another one. Let's see, number 7. Does silence say more than words? Do you know anyone who keeps in silence to share their feelings or their disagreements? Karina, do you think silence say more than words sometimes?
Yes, I think, but it depends the situation. I think the silence is the answer, some I think, but sometimes it's better to be silent. I learned in my journey of my life, 44 years old, is better than peace to be right. Depend the situation, dependent of your family or contest, but sometimes I learned study more spiritually and meditation that sometimes didn't do worth it.
Yes, couldn't agree more. And is there anyone around you who keeps in silence to share their feelings? Yeah. Who?
Yeah. I think for person of my family or my uncle, because I'm so patient sometimes, but I have a difficult situation of my family, of my uncle, and I prefer to give him an answer and be silent.
Okay.
Of my things about that situation.
You're good. Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, me too. I think when I disagree with something, when I don't know how to express myself, I just don't say anything, which is bad. I keep in silence a few times, because I don't know what to say, or I don't know how to express my feelings. And I'm working on therapy. I'm working on it in my therapy sessions, because for me, it's hard to express what I'm feeling, not easy. Although I'm always here sharing stuff and I don't know, like talking about things. When I'm facing a problem, I usually just be in silence. It's difficult. And you know this.
Sometimes yes, sometimes no. And it's, for example, when someone say for you that I love you and you don't say anything, and normally it's a answer. But when you should to vote and you don't say anything, sometimes it's a answer, but it's better to say. So sometimes yes, sometimes no, but it's very usual. Don't say anything. and answer. For example, sometimes we don't, with silence, with body language, and can demonstrate a lot of things. So as is you want, sometimes you want to accept something, and something someone asks for you and you don't say anything and everything okay. But yes, sometimes no, but depends on the situation.
Okay. Sometimes yes, sometimes no, it depends. Okay. This is the best answer here. I think it depends. Like you can use it for everything. Tá, Anju, what do you think about it?
I think it does, especially in that situation I already talked about. And I think when, I don't know, I am an expressive person, and even I am silent, my face is telling you everything. And I know a lot of people who are just like me. So sometimes the people, as Karina said, choose not to talk, because if you talk, it's it's I am not wasting energy, but I'm telling you, you are a shit. That's it.
Yes, I feel you. Not easy at all. Yeah, but a lot of people say my faces here on TNT express a lot what I'm thinking. I sometimes need to be careful. Like if I don't agree with something, like the face is like, you're saying that's bullshit. Be careful. Like you're hurting you're I don't know, you're not hurting. Tá ferindo os direitos humanos. How can I say it? Oh gosh. It's not hurt the human rights, but you're, yeah, ferindo. That's the word in Portuguese. All right, guys, we're running out of time. I'm bringing the guys from the breakout room back. It was a pleasure sharing with you. It's a nice topic, right? Not easy, but we did it. We had some hard time, right? Sometimes like talking about silence can be heavy, but we nailed it. We did it. The guys are coming back. Let's see. Welcome back. How was the conversation, Wanda? How was it for you? Did you like it?
It was a really good conversation. Good subject. Thank you for bringing this subject for us. It's really, really interesting. Thank
Very
you.
good. Thank you so much. And I've just sent a message to Philip because and just to share with you, I'm sorry because question number 2 and question number 10, they're pretty similar. So I'm sorry if it bothered you somehow. Let me talk to Anna. How was the conversation? I want to ask you number 3. When does silence make you happy?
The conversation was very, very good, and the people think the different forms about the different subjects. It's very good. And the silence make me happy when I am going to bed, and when I'm reading a book, and that's it. And when I am studying, I think it's good for me when I am in silence. That's it.
Very good. And something else I've been learning is that sometimes when I am around like people I love and we are in silence and I feel comfortable, it's just the best feeling ever, like being around the ones you love in silence, and it's not a problem, it's just okay, we are comfortable. It's just great. Jefferson, let me ask you another one. What do you think is the danger of silence? When can it be uncomfortable? Number 2.
It's uncomfortable when you have a movement, something that you might to fight for, and you can do this. Like, for example, the movements of Black, the poor, democracy, like in the United States, and the sound of silence is terrible. You must have voice. You must try to have conscience about this silence. So Black matters.
Yeah, I was sharing with Tayane, Nondas, and Karina that sometimes among the ones we like, our friends or our family, we can't speak up, you know, and this is the place where we need to speak up and to fight against some prejudice, homophobia, racism, because it's around our family, and this is the point where where we don't feel comfortable to face it, you know, in our family. I want to ask Phil if you feel it, and how do you do with this, Philip?
Yeah, sometimes it's pretty hard to deal with. It's what we talked in the room. We talked about the good things about silence and the bad things, and sometimes I really feel noisy inside my head, and at the same time I need like to find my inner peace. So it's kind of complicated to balance. A lot of things happening at the same time, a lot of people talking, a lot of, you know, the exterior world might be busy, and there's something I think I need to develop, that is how to block that sometimes, how to find myself, in my own world, how to be in peace with myself, like in a quiet place. So yeah, something like that.
Very good, very good. Let me ask the last one. Eduardo, how was the conversation for you? And I want to ask you number 9, sorry. In an argument, do you prefer to be in silence or keep it to yourself or speak up?
Well, the conversation was really deep, and I love those topics because the conversation gets extended, and we 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 didn't even feel the time passing, you know. It's really good, and I liked so much hearing the others' point of views. So, what was the question? Sorry.
It's okay. When in an argument, do you prefer to be in silence or to speak up?
Well, it depends on the topic, you know, because as I said before in my room, when it comes to politics, I don't like exposing my opinion because in generally it how can I say it? And it comes to a fighting or an argument, you know, and I don't like fighting and arguing with people about something so silly, you know. Like, it's not silly because it's our country and we need to speak up, you know, but I don't like it because it comes always to a fighting. And in the government we are, I don't know what to say, you know. I just like changes and things to change, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very
But yeah, when it comes to it, I don't like exposing myself. But when it comes to other things like the movements that we mentioned before,
Mhm.
like homophobia, racism, um, prejudice with body issues, you know, women being disrespected always and always, it's a thing that I like to speak up, and I like to expose my opinion and fight for it. Yeah.
Yeah, very good. Thank you so much for sharing. I couldn't agree more with you. Guys, I think that's it. I'd like to thank you so much for coming and for sharing with us. Next week, we are talking about siblings, which is a topic I really want to hear from you, your experiences, and I hope to see you here next week too. And I think that's it. I hope you have a great day and see you around. Thank you. Don't
See
forget to
you.
rate
Thank
the
you so
meeting.
much,
Okay.
Bruno.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye.